Hi everybody, if you are the parent of a ninth grader, then this video is for you. If your student is in our confirmation classes, we held a parents meeting back in May, one at East, one at West at the end of the school year, basically, to go over details to set your students up for success as we head into our fall confirmation season. And this is part refresher, part just a few updates for you. If you didn't make that meeting, I do want to encourage you to come to the makeup version of that meeting. That makeup version will happen exclusively at the West Campus on September 10th at 5:30. We do have some pretty specific things to discuss when it comes to Confirmation Sunday and getting ready for Confirmation Sunday, and we look forward to that. Just as a reminder, course requirements for confirmation: 15 growing by serving credits for each year in confirmation. During the life of your time with us in confirmation, our expectation was that you would attend 3 retreats or camps at Inspiration Point. That is in addition to the ninth grade retreat that happens this fall at confirmation at camp. And then that you would take 15 sermon notes per year, and that you would have regular attendance and participation. So those are kind of the mission critical course requirements. As the fall rolls around, you're going to hear about some updated requirements for students going forward. This does not affect those that are getting confirmed. Let's see, here's some things that I can talk to you about just really briefly. October 7th and 8th, you should be getting a packet in the mail, if you haven't already, that's got the registration information for our ninth grade retreat. The ninth grade retreat is really important. It gives us an opportunity to kind of process what are the things that your students have learned over the years in confirmation, and to hopefully set them up as they transition out of confirmation, hopefully into youth ministry, traditional high school youth ministry, and keeping them connected with our church. We think that is super important. That is October 7th to 8th. We depart from the East Campus at 7 o'clock in the morning. We return at the East Campus at 1 o'clock on Sunday. The cost is $80, and the registration forms have been mailed or should be mailed shortly. So you should be hearing about that as well. And then as you do your student interviews, hopefully your students have scheduled their ninth grade interviews. I'm in the middle of interviews this week. I'm in the middle of interviews next week, and then I've got some more days scattered. Hopefully you've seen the information regarding those. We will have some additional windows for interviews that are available basically by contacting our youth ministry staff and having them schedule them as well. The one really important thing that I can tell you about interviews, or one of the important things, is that we've been giving out your Confirmation Sunday and your overhearing memory assignments. So if you want those in advance, that's a really good thing to have. You should really try to schedule that interview with us, because that's how we give them and when we give them. I can tell you also that the details for overhearing is October 25th, happens at 7:30 at either campus. It's a great opportunity for you to bring family, to bring friends, your students, their memory assignments that they've been working on. That's when they will present them. It would really be to their benefit if they would have their memory assignments ready by the time they come out to confirmation camp, October 7th and 8th. So they'll have had about 5 weeks to get those ready. Confirmation camp, note cards, that's fine. You can have note cards in hand. If that helps you, and then we'll do some work of helping coach you, as well as you share them on overhearing night as well. But we do take the note cards from you, so if you've had any note cards, that won't be in your hand during overhearing. So just know that you've got 6 weeks to get ready for that. And then as we transition out of actually functionally going to confirmation classes on Wednesdays, we do ask that our students, it's one of our expectations that they go and they begin to go to either Impact or Catalyst. So Impact meets on Wednesday nights at the East Campus at 7:30, and Catalyst meets on Sundays at 6 o'clock. We do take attendance, and if there's a couple times that they haven't shown up, we'll give a call, say, hey, we missed you. Hope that you remember that this is a part of your confirmation. And our deep hope is that this transitions into staying connected with our youth ministry, staying connected with our church after confirmation has come to a close. Confirmation Sunday is the 29th of October at the West Campus. That is during the second service. At the East Campus, If you haven't seen already, over the summer we've been trying to announce that our service times have changed. The East Campus confirmation service will happen at 10:15, not during the traditions, but during the 10:15 window. We've got a Sunday school hour that's being ramped up that's going to happen at 9 o'clock, and then our 9 o'clock service is no longer happening. It's one service at 10:15, so it gives everybody an opportunity to worship together. It gives everybody an opportunity to go to Sunday school as well. And then the other thing to mention is that Confirmation Sunday is Sunday morning, but Confirmation Communion, when we give students communion for the first time, that happens on Sunday night at both the East and the West at 6 o'clock. So as you're thinking about ways and opportunities to invite family and things for you to go to as a family, Confirmation service, a great time to bring family and friends. Overhearing is a great time that Thursday before, or that Wednesday before, excuse me, to bring family and friends. And then for students and say their parents or maybe their siblings, a Sunday night at 6 o'clock when we serve communion and have a little worship service, that is a great time as well. You will be receiving mail that has information about how to register for Confirmation Camp. Just remind you that Confirmation Camp is one of our expectations, and that is the only time that we do really any intense prep for getting students ready for Confirmation Sunday. And then as we've been doing our interviews with students, we've been asking our students how they want their names to appear on their Bibles. We've also been asking for them to name verses that they think would be good verses for their Bibles, and perhaps we'll use them as long as there's no duplicate. Parents, just know that the parent contact cards are being also sent out to you, and that the camp fee is also asked for as you send it back for the registration for your students to go to camp. I think that pretty much summarizes most of the things that you need to know in about 7 minutes when it comes to getting your students ready for confirmation. If you haven't been to the parent meeting that happened back in the spring, there is the makeup meeting that's happening September 10th, 5:30 at the West Campus, only at the West Campus. So look forward to seeing you then, and thank you again. Bye.